It's actually happening. If you hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptos, you really need to pay attention to this video right now because it's going to explain to you exactly what is going on and why crypto is about to potentially take another dive and what's going to happen later on. So looking into the chart, guys, this is US dollar index. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all cryptocurrency is against the US dollar. So when one of these goes up, the other one must come down, vice versa, okay? So when the US dollar has been falling in recent weeks, we've seen cryptocurrency taking a bit of a push towards the upside. Obviously, in the last week or so, we've seen crypto pushing down. The US dollar's been pushing up, and that's what's causing it. The crypto is reacting to what's happening in US dollar, and I want to draw your attention to something really significant before we look across a Bitcoin chart and an Ethereum chart, and that is this, guys. This right here, this line, is the top of the US dollar. And if you jump out to a weekly chart, guys, and you zoom back in time, this is 2002. The US dollar has not been above where it is right now since 2002. You will be able to see here that in 2002, and yes, that's a long time ago, but this resistance still counts, is a resistance line here. If we see the US dollar bouncing like this, it could be horrendous for crypto. So let's jump in and further see what's really going on. Now, before we jump across and look at Ethereum, we'll look at Bitcoin. Again, you can see something very interesting playing out. We've got on the left-hand side, this is on a weekly chart, I want to remind you. On the left-hand side, now if you are into supply and demand trading, then this will be something of interest to you because you'll know that this is effectively an order block. Okay, an order block is basically where we're having a big push like this. We then have a bit of consolidation and then another really strong push. Okay, this is showing me that this is an order block. Again, we've got another one here, and then you can see as it continues up, various other order blocks and things playing out. So even though this was 2020, when we come up, and eventually we will return to this same place. Okay, so you can see that not only did we return back on earlier this year in June, we're now starting to dip back into this same area. And whether I'm expecting to see a turnaround or not, we do need to look out for something in particular. Notice here the number of wicks that come down. If we look at other areas where we've dipped down, we've had like wicks to show a bottom. We need to see exhaustion, guys. Exhaustion is where the sellers are starting to get sucked up by all the buyers, and the buyers are really pushing aggressively against all the sell trades, and that's indicating that we're going to have a turnaround. If this happens on the other side, then get ready because we're going to form a huge W pattern for Bitcoin, but the US dollar obviously causing a bit of drama. Now, I think, guys, Ethereum shows a much clearer idea of what is going on in crypto and when we can expect to see the bottom for cryptocurrency. Bitcoin obviously will lead the charge towards that downside, but sometimes when it's not so clear in Bitcoin, you can just look across at other cryptos. They all pretty much printing the similar patterns. Just because Bitcoin's got a bigger market cap doesn't always show quite so clearly as the other ones. Ethereum right now, breaking out of this rising wedge, is going to dip into this green area here. Now, to end up down around $1,000 potentially by the end of this week. That would then say that towards the end of September, we could be challenging to break out of this wedge and then see something crazy. I do believe that the US dollar breaks through that line of support significantly. It's going to have a quick rocket towards the upside. It's going to catch a load of stops and then it's going to drop back down, which will mean that Ethereum, Bitcoin, and everything else will take a rapid drop to the bottom, soak up a load of stops and buys, and then it's going to push in an upwards direction. So you've got to be ready if we get into this area down here. How can we get ready and make sure that we're going to profit from this? Well, I like to use an exchange because it offers me the opportunity to use leverage, which means I don't have to risk as much money to be able to see some great returns. This is something that I'm very excited about. And I go to Delta Exchange, which is linked down below in the description, to do this because they've got a massive trading volume. They do all sorts of different options, from futures, NFT trading, to options with a super low rate on options trading. So this is a fantastic platform for me. If you want to get a bonus as well, guys, click on the link down in the description and you can come across here. You can either deposit from fiat currency or you can also deposit another cryptocurrency into the platform. All very straightforward. But for now, I've already done all that, so I'm just going to click over here on futures and we're going to have a look at how we might be able to trade. Now, obviously, guys, I'm not ready to place a trade right yet because I'm anticipating crypto to take a plunge down into the depths around $1,000. And if we jump back to this chart, we can see that the previous low was sat at $940. Now, as I mentioned, guys, I anticipate this coming down to retest the bottom here somewhere around $900 $980 to $950. So at $980, I'm going to be looking to take a buy. Jumping back to Delta Exchange, this is Ethereum US dollar tether. I have the opportunity to use a market trade or a limit trade, and using just a very small margin amount here, $32, I can place a trade and wait for it to move down into that area, $980, which is so when the price reaches down here, it's where I'm going to be prepared to buy at. I'm then going to put in how much I'm willing to stake for that. So when it hits $980, I'm then going to be entered into my trade. Obviously, guys, it's important to have a stop loss. So guys, I can keep a stop loss somewhere around $800. And then you can see that I have a potentially amazing take profit opportunity, because if we do see this break beyond this wedge, the ultimate target for this wedge is back up at the top here. And then you can see I'm risking literally $12 for a $267 return. If you times that by 10, guys, or times it by 100, depending on how much money you were willing to use on this exchange or anything in general, then you can see that there's a potentially great return waiting for me. So in summary, guys, we're waiting for the US dollar to top out, which I think is going to be coming very soon, but we will probably see a pretty brutal drop in the price of crypto. So make sure you get your buy orders and things in at the lowest possible prices, but always remember to use stop losses and put your take profits in so you can just leave trades to run. Guys, if you enjoyed today's crypto update, then make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, you want to learn more about trading, more about different cryptocurrencies, then make sure you subscribe to the House of Crypto. And I'll see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.